Wow! Gear pasa, homies. This is Lugnuts.Guapo, and on my commute to good old Longhorn Harley Davidson. If you don't follow them already, I'll put left side, right side, I don't know, somewhere up here. I'm gonna put the link to their channel. You can check it out at the end of this video, or you can just click that and then come back to this video, or yeah, whatever. Anywho, I am doing my daily commute, and today I had to go to Longhorn. If you didn't know already, I work for 2 dealerships. They were both under the same ownership, that is Maverick and Longhorn Harley Davidson. I have the pleasure of working there, and it is quite a privilege, may I say. Get to work with a lot of cool people, a lot of cool peeps. And today you are joined by this 06 Electric Glide called the Mistress, or just Mistress. I didn't give it that name, my wife did, because apparently I spent too much time with this thing. I really do enjoy riding though. My car has not seen many miles since I've got this thing. I've had this thing for about a month. Sold my Dyna and got this. A lot more comfortable, let me tell you. A few things that are going to happen in the future, which I'm sure I've discussed in the past. It's going to happen. It's slowly going to get there, but anytime I do any kind of install, any kind of changes to it, I'll make sure that I record it for you guys. Really excited for is Easy Riders show coming this weekend. Of course, by the time this video is out, it'll have been like a month or so. I try to record my crap in advance just because I don't want to fall back and not be consistent with these videos, so forgive me. But if I see you at Easy Riders, awesome. I hope to see everybody there, and it should be a fun ride, hopefully, if the weather is permitting. I've seen everything from, oh, it's gonna rain, it's gonna snow, oh, it's gonna drop dramatically into the 20s. With weather in Texas, you just never know. Am I right? I mean, if you live in Texas, you know that for a fact. Just because you have a whole week forecast ahead of you doesn't mean that it's right. It just means, well, every other state has this, so maybe we should, and therefore Texas should too, even though it's never accurate. I don't remember a time I was like, man, the whole week forecast was ding on top. Nope. That's why every day before I had to even leave my apartment, I look at the weather for the day. I forget the next few days, for the day, and I just prepare for that day. You just can't schedule anything in advance. It's ridiculous. Once the summer comes, then yeah, that's a completely different story. The temperature is hot all day long. And you know that's true if you live in Texas. It is ridiculously hot sometimes. Not good for these air-cooled motors, I'll tell you. If you're stuck in traffic, you better either get right on the shoulder or split lanes or something, because once that engine gets hot, woof, mama, it gets real hot. So hot that it will roast your inner thighs and then proceed to overheat itself and then shut itself down, you know, to cool itself off, not because it broke. It's crazy, man. It's crazy how hot it can get. But today we're in the middle of January and it's about 55 degrees right now. Beautiful weather. So excited. And by the way, this episode is completely pointless. I just have to add that in there because I didn't really know what to talk about. I'm just talking about the first things that come to my head. But now that I'm on this channel, man, I seriously had some hate on that FXDR video that I did when the FXDR first came out. And I gotta be honest with you guys, if the first few words are just negative, the odds of me actually responding or reading it, I don't even bother. I mean, if it's critical in a way that okay, here's some facts for you, okay, fine. But if you don't know like my background in riding or you know any of that, I don't even bother. Seriously, what a waste of time that is. All right, okay, Mercedes. Jeez, just can't get away from you. Anywho, yeah. So it's been funny because this past few weeks on Mavericks channel, I've had people, and I had some people. There's been like a handful, not that many. Just like send me messages and even comment on YouTube videos saying, "Oh, I thought you were a Harley rider wearing like a full face mask and like, you know, riding gear. Like, you're not a real Harley rider. Like, what a noob. You don't know what you're doing." And I thought that was really funny because like the next day I was like, man, I want to go back to the FXDR video since that's the one that I've had the most views and the most comments on, just kind of see what people say, or you know, if there was any new comments. And it just cracked me up, man, because people were like, "Oh, it's really easy to entertain someone that doesn't know how to ride," or "It's easy to entertain someone that's never ridden a real motorcycle, a Repsol 1000. Like, ride that and you'll know what real power is." Very amusing. What can you say to that? I mean, obviously they don't know you. And going back to, before I go that way, so basically someone made fun of me for wearing gear, which it's in the middle of January, it's cold as nuts. I have to wear something. I can't be on a t-shirt riding in this weather. I might not be, you know, I might be used to cold weather, but I wasn't raised in Alaska. I'm not gonna be riding in my underwear and be like, "Oh yeah, this is great." So anywho, someone said, this one, a ton of people said, "Oh, what a noob, he's only wearing a helmet and gloves. What a noob, he doesn't know how to ride." "Oh yeah, because you can tell how I can ride because of what I wear." "Oh yeah, no, that makes complete sense." Yeah. They're going back to like the whole power thing. My goodness, man, it's really funny how like people like everybody makes assumptions. I'm guilty of making assumptions myself. I try not to, because I don't want to say things like these idiots say online, hiding behind their keyboards. Man, everybody has an opinion. If I'm giving my opinion, I'm giving it respectfully. I'm not like, if I don't like something, I'll be like, "Hey, this is just not for me." And I get it. Like, if it's for you, awesome. It's not for me, I don't like it, I don't agree with it. Or, you know, for example, like the FXDR, tons of torque. If you ever ridden any other Harley before the Milwaukee 8, that motor is insane. And what you can do to it is insane for very little money compared to what you used to have to do on a twin cam. Amazing stuff. Now, is it faster than a, I don't know, ZX10? No. No freaking way. You know? FZ10? No. YZ9? No. I mean, it just isn't. Power to weight ratios, I mean, torque specs versus horsepower specs, they're completely different motors, but they feel completely different. There's a reason I enjoy riding Harley Davidsons, and that's most definitely not because I can rev up to 14,000 RPM and haul 300 miles an hour down the highway. Just been there, done that, not interested anymore. I will say it's fun, it's great, and I most definitely, if I had some extra cash, ooh, someone's getting pulled over. Whoop, whoop. Oh, it's a little Subaru RS. Haven't seen one of those in a long time. Anywho, yeah, I would most definitely want to have a sport bike. Sure, like just to scoot around, but do you think I would ride that more than I would ride this? No, it's completely different. This is, I mean, I just enjoy it. I'm getting older. Speed is not all that for me. I'm sure I would love things to like corner grade and whatnot, and that's why I'm gonna spend some cash on this thing to make this bagger handle better than it does right now, and you know, maybe do some engine mods to make it faster, because I mean, this is what I want. It just is. And if you're gonna like dog me for that, that's fine by me. Whatever makes you happy. Doesn't bother me one bit. But anywho, if you hadn't already, subscribe, click that notification bell, and let me know what you want to see out of this channel, because I'm open to suggestions. Right now I'm just kind of like going with the flow, my friend, going with the flow. So, for example, I did the audio install video, and that was along the lines of like, I'm gonna do this, I might as well record it and make something out of it, you know? Absolutely had fun doing that. That was a pain, by the way. I don't know that I mentioned in those videos, but it took me 3 days to do that. In 3 days, because first of all, I don't know what I'm doing. The techs are helping me out. They have jobs that they have to do. So it's me asking them, how should I approach this? And me trying to be cautious not to do something stupid. Because I've broken many things, and I break many things. And breaking stuff is what I do. That's what I'm known for, as a matter of fact, at the dealership. It's just, you know, long story. But anywho, when I did that video, it took 3 days, and it took 3 days because, my goodness, I had to take this fairing apart, which was, by the way, as you saw, one of the brackets was broken, so that had to be welded up together. The way that the stereo was mounted was atrociously put together, and so I had to fix that as well. And then so I took the fairing off, and I actually didn't put the footage from the first day. I only put the footage from like the first 2 days, I think. You know, in retrospect, it probably took 4 days, but I don't know that I count the first day that I obviously didn't put in the video. And that is because that's when I took it apart and realized, oh my gosh, this is a bigger task than I thought it was going to be, because of all the other things that I have to fix, including replacing this inner fairing. It was just trash. It just had to go. Once I took the fairing out the second time, took all this stuff out, I put the amp in. I didn't have to take the stereo out at all. Actually, no, I did. I took the stereo out, installed it onto the inner fairing, did all that. Didn't have time to mount the diamond audio speakers. Then I went to step 2, which was put it together, come back the next day. Really, it was 2 days after, because I'm only there Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and that's where I usually work on my bike. So come back the second time. Oh my gosh, what is going on? That van caught fire. Woo! Man, what is going on in Dallas today? Jeez, the things that you see on these highways, it's kind of comical and kind of head scratches at the same time. Like, stuff like that happens all the time. I saw an RS get pulled over. This Mercedes just kept wanting to get in my way, and then that. I wouldn't be surprised if I see something else before I get to Longhorn. But anywho, going back to my story. Freaking, so the second time I took it apart, I put the speakers in, plugged the amp in, all that, and then just left it as is. All right, I see lights over there. I wonder if that's what. Nah, it can't be. That'd be the third fire truck. Okay, well, I see every time, every day. Anyway, going back. So I put the amp in, all that, plugged it all in, and the audio honestly wasn't like very impressive. It was better than what I had, because I didn't have an amp, and they had like some Sony Explode speakers, which were completely outdated, and then just honestly crappy. But I ended up putting the frame back together so I could go home. Oh, and I ended up replacing the poly bushings as well. Actually, I didn't put poly bushings because they didn't have any in stock that day. I just put regular bushings in there to fix, because these bars you could just swing them back and forth. That was really bad. But then I went to to put it all back together, which the first 2 days I was there after hours. I had someone let me out of the building because they already closed. And then the third day I took it all apart, took the tank out, because I had to rewire the ground from the fairing to the battery, because it's just better that way. And then I had Tom tweak the amp, and oh my goodness, this thing is ridiculously loud. Way too loud. And the funny thing is, one of the guys that works at Maverick found some parts on eBay to get some lowers, for real cheap, and now I'm considering doing that, but you know, I'm not sure because I have plans in the future that might not include those lowers, so I'm not 100% sure if I'm gonna do it. But real cheap, all you have to do is buy some screws and the wiring harness, and I think I'm really considering doing it. So not right now, I'm broke per usual, but soon, and I'll make a video of that as well. So 3 days, 4 if you count the day that I took it apart to assess the damage. But yeah, it took a while. Now every time I take this thing apart, it takes me like half an hour to take it apart and put it back together, because experience, that's why. Jeez man, it took forever. Anyhow, I'm almost at my destination, and I'm gonna jam before I get there and play some good music from my good sound system, and catch you on the next episode. In the meantime, get on your Harley and get some wind therapy. Later. Wow.